What's up, YouTube? This is me again. So I'm just talking about security. Alright, so this is an open parking lot right now, as you can see, and I'm trying not to get anybody's like license plate numbers in here, but basically all I really wanted to talk about is when I first got this, I had like a lot of people just hit me up asking me like, yo, what is that? Yo, that's pretty cool. And I knew my dilemma. I stayed in an apartment complex, and I was like, what the fuck am I gonna do to secure this? And so I was watching videos online about how to secure bicycles and stuff, and motorcycles, how to lock them up. And out of all the stuff that I saw, I've seen people go through great lengths just to steal a bicycle. Not just a moped or a scooter or a motorcycle, a fucking bicycle. And I was like, what can I do? I even thought about getting a storage unit. I'm telling you, it's not bad, but it's just crazy. I've had somebody even follow me home. Like the first day I got it, somebody actually followed me to my crib and was like, yo, what's that? So anyway, in my parking lot, I had to find where am I going to, lock my bike up. I can't do it to a tree because, I actually saw on YouTube where somebody chopped down a fucking tree just to steal a bicycle. So I found this pole right here, and it's pretty solid. You're not cutting through that. But then, I saw online, one of my guys told me about the New York chain. So I got this kryptonite chain. It's pretty badass chain. This thing is about 40 pounds, maybe 50 pounds, I'm not sure, but this shit cost me $160. Now, the place that I got my bike from, or scoot, whatever you want to call it, they required you to get one of their locks. And this is what it is. Not only is it a wheel lock, but it's also an alarm, and I'll demonstrate here in a second. I also had to get a cover, which cost me like another $80 or whatever. So all in all, I put like 12 down. Had to buy a helmet, $160 for the chain. I think I came out spending about maybe $1,400 down just for the bike itself. But it cost me like $2,000 for the bike, $1,200 for the custom work. But anyway, secure your shit, man. I'm telling you, like, there's no value on security. It's priceless. And I'm telling you, even when I step inside of a Walmart just for like 5 minutes, I at least throw my wheel lock on it. When I first got it, I was paranoid as hell. I was throwing my, I was doing the complete lockup. But at night, if you don't have a garage to put this thing in, man, lock it up, cover it, put your wheel lock on. Unless you are that confident. But I'm telling you, people steal scooters, people steal motorcycles, people steal bicycles, people fucking steal anything. It's crazy out here. So, I'm just gonna show you a brief demonstration. It's low lighting, sorry about that, but I'm just gonna show you how I lock my shit up at night. So the chain, I had to find a place where I could loop it through the frame, So if you're actually gonna take it, you're gonna have to fucking like disassemble it. But the chain, it's either to forget about it or the New York chain. I'll try to find a link in her and put it in her description for you, or annotation or something. But yeah, so locked up. It's a loose fit, but I used to put it through a different way, but when I got the extension on it, it was kind of harder to actually lock it up. So I just found that it was easier to throw it through the bottom. So hopefully you can see how that shit goes through. But I would definitely suggest doing some research on best practices for locking up your bike. I just found that was the best for me. Sorry, I need to clean my shit. we've had horrible weather recently. Alright, so the last thing that I do is I put my wheel lock on, because it does alarm if you move it, but I'll show you that. So the next thing I'm gonna do is throw in the cover. So the bike is covered now. I mean, I might redo this video so I can do it in the daytime, but there's so many people out and I don't want to seem arrogant, you know, taking pictures of my bike and stuff. But when I got my when I got the cover, you know, I was asking questions because, like I said, I don't know technical stuff. I just wanted some really cool shit. And you know, they told me you have an option for waterproof or water resistant, or not at all. And so I got the waterproof one. I mean, so it was Rapid Transit. I don't have a model number, but I would definitely suggest you get waterproof. That way your bike's not completely wet and stuff. I mean, it covers it all the way down to the bottom, and there's some hooks that you can actually, you know, loop it all the way through to keep it covered. But I used to do that, but I don't do it anymore. So as you can see or might not be able to see, the bike's chained to the pole. It's a light pole and it's covered. And then that last thing I'm gonna do is put my wheel lock on. Alright, so this lock is supposed to go through here, and that's where it'll stay. So I'm gonna try to make sure you can see. So it'll go through just like that. And now it's on. And now it beeped. So now you know that it's secure, it's armed, and if you move it, it'll give you like several beeps.